Now, you may have seen on my site on YouTube that there's a guy called Billy Ardosa, and he's trying to get together $100,000 so that he can pay a lawyer to go to court and say that magic mushrooms are a vital part of his religion, which is Christianity. But the thing is, the proof that he needs will actually prove that what he believes might not be true. Well, definitely isn't true, because Jesus was a magic mushroom. It was the name, the sacred, secret name for the magic mushroom, which the Sumerian people would use to in relation to nature and their belief in nature, and the penis being the sun and the earth being the mother, and the sperm was the rain falling down that produced the psychedelic mushrooms. So John Allegro has the proof. He knows through deciphering the Dead Sea Scrolls. Back in 1947, he was commissioned by the church, him and 9 other people commissioned to go and study the Dead Sea Scrolls. And his findings were that what I'd already said, that the Sumerians were nature lovers that discovered properties, different properties in plants, mushrooms and stuff like that. They were astrologers and basically highly evolved beings, and they had to, when they decided that they were going to write down their philosophies or their beliefs, they wrote down their beliefs in a secret code, so that it was like the story of a human being that existed. But really, it wasn't the story of a human being that existed. It was the story of where you could find the magic mushroom, how it grows, what it does to you, how it affects you, how it suppresses the ego. All those things were hidden within the code of the magic mushroom. The first writings were found in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And it wasn't just Jesus that was the sacred magic name for the mushroom. It was a lot of different names within the Bible. So that is proof that Jesus existed as a magic mushroom and not as a man. If Billy Ardosa was to take it to court, he would have to surely give this opinion over, that Jesus never existed as a man, and there is no proof that Jesus existed as a man. There's proof that the story of Jesus existed and that it said he was a man, but that was allegorically speaking, i.e. it was a story hiding the truth. The truth being that the cross is the same shape as the magic mushroom, and when you die and get resurrected, that's the ego dying, ego death, and the resurrection, you're born again. Every day is a new day and a completely new way of feeling. I hope that he does manage to get $100,000 together. I mean, I laugh because, quite frankly, that sort of money is just a joke. It's a bit like saying vote for Todd for president, you know. I mean, it's a joke. It's not really going to happen, is it? And you're not really going to get $100,000 together and take Christianity to court. It's an ambitious idea. It makes absolute sense, because at the end of the day, as a Christian, because I was christened and live in a Christian society, and knowing what I know about the beginnings of Christianity, knowing that Jesus was actually a magic mushroom, you know, and not a person, that makes a lot of difference. Yeah, knowing what I know about Christianity and the truth that Jesus was a mushroom and not a man means that realistically, as a Christian, I should be able to worship in the way that I see fit. I should be legally allowed to partake of the flesh of our Saviour. I've had it drummed down my neck or throat or whatever that Jesus is the Saviour. And when I was younger, I used to think, yeah, and well, what? Who is this Jesus? I don't know, you know. How can that be so? But then growing up and finding out about the works of John Allegro, and it just clicks into place that Jesus was a magic mushroom that they used to partake of. And when they were intoxicated with Jesus, if you want to call it that, because there were other names before Jesus. You had Joshua, which I've said before, and apparently Moses. I mean, Mother Mary, is that Mary Joanna? Marijuana, possibly? I mean, these realities, this knowledge really does mean that they should legalise cannabis, they should legalise magic mushrooms, and there should be places where we can go, like the woods, freely and get out of our face on it and get in touch with God or whoever we want to get in touch with. But, you know, this is a religion that makes sense to me. This means, like, if this is what Christianity came from, if this is what Christianity believed, this is what Christianity should believe today. This is how it should be now. We should be preparing and making ourselves aware of ourselves, because that's what the whole Jesus trip is. That's what the whole Bible trip is. It's other people's trips and how we interact with each other in many different ways, telepathically and all sorts. You know, understanding the spirit. We live in a world that is void of those things because we've been given a lie that's 2,000 years old. Jesus existed and he was a man. That is a lie. And it's not a malicious lie, or it didn't start out that way. It was a secret. It was, this magic mushroom is a direct connection to God. Do we want our enemies to go conversing and being connected with God? Not really. So we'll keep this to ourselves. And so the enemies did find out about it and they forbid the partaking of it.